Hey YouTube, before I get into the actual video here, I just wanted to kind of thank you for this, 'cause I know some people on YouTube watch on Twitch as well. Most of the people on Twitch watch on YouTube, so I just wanted to thank you guys for crazy stream ever. It's 2:27 right now. I'm recording today's video obviously right now, but this is crazy. I mean, I've never had a stream like this ever. So to have this happen was really remarkable, and it's largely due to drops. Like, obviously, you know, the viewer influx is bigger because of drops weekend, so you have to take that into account. But overall, man, very grateful for everybody who showed up today. It was a super fun stream, and I appreciate that. But while I'm busy editing videos all weekend, I wanted to start by doing a highly requested video that I put out a tweet for on reacting to your guys' jerseys. I know a lot of people tell me they love mine. In particular, I'm getting a lot of comments on my away jerseys, so I appreciate you guys liking them. And with that theme today, I want to be reacting to everybody's jerseys they sent me. Now, I will tell you guys, I had between DMs and replies on this tweet. Between DMs and replies to this tweet, I mean, literally like close to 100 or 120 submissions of people's jerseys. So I'm not going to be able to react to all of them. I will be making multiple videos on this because there were some really fun ones that were submitted. So this is essentially part one of reacting to the community's Diamond Dynasty uniforms in MLB The Show 22. So to start, I want to kind of talk about how we're going to do this video. So I'm going to see your jerseys, I'm going to react to them, give some pointers on what I would change personally, and then rate them from a score of 0 to 10. Now, this is a YouTube video, so it's a little entertaining to get my old Project Runway going on and like get really nitty gritty and critique stuff. But to everybody that is included, I'm not like trying to be an a-hole. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about your jerseys, because I am going to offer pointers on how we can change stuff. But a little bit of fun to see if you get the highest score of your jersey. And also, throughout the video, comment on who you think had your favorite jersey in the video. We'll start with CC. Right off the rip on the away jerseys here, I feel like there's a little bit too much going on in the center of the jersey. I love having the striping on the collar and the piping down the middle of the jersey, but having both of those going on and shoulder stripes as well, it's just a lot of noise on the jersey. So I feel like you can either go the route of keeping the shoulder stripes and then maybe keeping the inside lining, but without the neck lining there. But overall, I feel like on this jersey, a little bit too much going on. Also, one thing I would really like to see CC maybe do is take away the piping down the middle and add a white circled outline around his logo. But I love the Nike swoosh. That's something you guys need to be doing. If you guys don't have like a brand on your jersey, like for mine, I have Dugout Creative's patch because I am a part of Dugout Creative, and you want to know how to have two logos on the front of your jersey, the uniform video for this year is in the description of the video below. I talk about that and some other tips on how to make your uniforms look great. But overall, looking at CC's jerseys, I think the home jerseys look a lot better than the aways do. There's just too much going on in the away jersey for me. Overall, I also really like, I never usually like having the spring training type stripe underneath the armpit going down the side of the jersey there, but it does look good on this jersey. Overall, between putting the white outline around the CC logo on the away jersey on this jersey, maybe see what it looks like to maybe have like blue sleeves on the undershirts here potentially. Overall, CC, it's a pretty solid jersey. We can improve a little bit, but only a little bit. So I'd say probably like a 7 out of 10 for this jersey. I would never dream of putting somebody on blast for their jersey submissions, but this is one that I think, you know, we can learn from. So first of all, looking at Laddie's here, he's got home and away jerseys, great message, standing up to cancer. But you see how you see it on this jersey and you don't see it on this one? I think for this individual and for everybody watching as a tip, you know, you have to make a conscious effort of, do I want my logo to pop or do I want the jersey color to pop? When you look at my jersey, you see how the logo itself is 2 colors, and I'm letting the undertone color play through the jersey, and then, you know, the main predominant orange really stands out on my jersey, as well as the logo, because there's the white logo on a dark jersey. And then you look here and you go to the away jersey, and it's just, there's so much going on. And with so much going on, you know, some people, they like having all the different linings on. Me, I just feel like it's a lot of noise in the jersey. Like, if I had to look at this jersey and switch it specifically with the pink one, I would say let's take away the linings on the sleeves and make the whole jersey pink. with just the white pinstripes and take away all the different piping that you see on the jersey, and then maybe change the purple in the logo to more of a white so it pops a little bit more. But overall, just a lot going on in this jersey submission, and I feel like you can see the logo a little bit better on this one. I love the standing out of the Nike swoosh and the breast cancer ribbon there as well. But I very rarely like having the sleeves be a different color. I'm talking about the sleeves, not like the undershirt. I very rarely like having those two be the same or different colors. So I like them to be the same color. I think pinstripes also looks really good on this jersey with it being a pink pinstripe. So take away those things, it's a really good jersey, or add those things, a really good jersey. But overall, I probably like 3 or 4 out of 10. Great message, but the message could be delivered a little bit better if we square away a couple of things I just talked about. Dude, you want to talk about fire? Look at these, man. The Pittsburgh Power submitted here from Alex. And also, I love when people get fancy with their submissions with the little artwork and the gradients of the shadows. I think these jerseys look awesome. I also love, if you notice, if you look at the socks on Cody Bellinger, this guy also made a conscious effort of saying, hey, I want my socks to pop with the jersey as well. Going with white pants, he knows that he wants the white to not be the top of the sock. The socks look great, the cleats look great. I think it's a really, really solid logo, and I'll add even more. I really don't like the piping down the middle in general, but it looks very good in this jersey, and I love logos that can take the top and the bottom of the surface of the logo like creator, and that W in the Power does that in a really good way. These jerseys are awesome, man. Like, these are really clean jerseys, and it looks like the hat's also a different logo. So when you go to the logo editor, on your scoreboard, you'll have 2 different logos there. If you guys are wondering how to do that, that's in my uniform video, link in the description below. But I mean, this guy clearly understands the meaning of uniform. Red cap, you have the red little stitches on the hat as well. I would love to see what the away jerseys or home jerseys, I'm not sure, these probably are home, so I would love to see the away jerseys as well. But these are awesome, dude. I mean, I gotta say, like, 9 out of 10 for Alex here. So next up, we have the Alaska Penguins here, and great logos. You guys know I love Penguins, and an interesting jersey as well. I talked about how I don't really like pinstripes, but these actually don't look that bad. The one thing I will say is that the logo of the Penguin itself does not pop with like just really predominant pinstripes. So I would love in the future of MLB The Show games if we could have, a tuner to how thick the pinstripes are, a tuner to like the opacity to them. We can make them a little bit fainter. But overall, working with the pinstripes, I'm assuming this guy really likes having pinstripes on his jerseys. I think the Penguin logo needs to be larger. The orange maybe needs to be a little bit like brighter of an orange than the faint orange that it is. And then I would probably add a white outline around the Penguin logo as well to make that pop a little bit more. But this is another great example of a logo taking up the entire surface of the logo area with the Alaska there. I think it's fantastic. And also the pinstripes here look pretty good. The number, I'm not really a fan of that font for the numbers, so I'd probably change that to maybe the stock one. But it does kind of play off the fun, tacky wordplay and logos there as well. But the hat, a little bit too much going on with the pinstripes there. So overall, change that stuff up, and I'd say probably like it turns into a 9 out of 10 jersey, but for right now, I'd say probably a 6 out of 10 on the Penguins jersey here. Moving on to Pete's jerseys here. I love these, man. I think like this is a good example of using 2 different logos, and also I love the smaller logo being something we don't usually see. I feel like there's still a little bit too much going on with like the striping on the shoulders and striping on the necklines here, but I feel like for what he's trying to do, the black sleeves actually play into this pretty well. And I would say maybe rather than doing a double striping, maybe a single predominant like red stripe on the top and the bottom of the sleeve could look really good. Like going for one thick red stripe at the top of the black and one thick stripe at the bottom of the black. Overall, the stripe or the neck lining isn't bad either. That number font I also don't enjoy too much, so I'm gonna have to be a little critical on that. But he also has this, and this jersey too, so I have to give a lot of credit to Pete because he has 4 different jerseys that he's cycling through and creating, and we need a jersey vault very, 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 very bad, and Pete is one of those reasons. This guy's cycling, creating 4 different jerseys to enjoy the game, so I had to give this guy a 9 out of 10 for being like mad committed to the bit, because I love people caring about those jerseys. But you know, we got to fix up a couple of those things. But this jersey, for example, I also don't really like the shoulder lining there, but I feel like it would look a little bit better if the shoulder lining on the top, or like shoulder, like the mid arm lining and then the bottom lining, if they were the same, I think it would look really good. Like, you see how the neck lining is black and white, thick white line outlining black, thick white line outlining black on the like the mid arm. If you do that on the bottom a little bit better, I think it looks just fantastic. But overall, way to commit to the bit, Pete. Next up, another friend of the stream, Provo. This is a really good use of having colors you don't usually see incorporated very well. Now, I believe this is his away jersey, and then these are his home jerseys right here. But it's a really nice play on like UCLA. But I would say, you know, we got a lot going on with colors, and it's really fun colors, so we should explore using them as much as we can. So with that, I would say, you know, making the socks a really tacky combination of that yellow and blue, and then maybe having the cleats be all white cleats, or having or throwing some blue in the cleats as well, I think would make these pop really well. But again, somebody else playing with the 2 logos on the jersey. I like the striping as well. I would say with black, with not black, with blue long sleeves and having blue in the lining of the jersey itself, a little bit too much going on there. I would like to see maybe just a thicker white line on the stripes of the sleeves. But you see on these jerseys, he's got socks going on, so maybe he just forgot to do it for the other ones. So don't forget to do them on the other ones, man. But overall, for the Missouri Highlanders, as he said his team is called, I think these are really good jerseys, man. They're colorful, they're fun, and I would give them a solid 8 out of 10. So Darion Howard also submitted me some jerseys as well, and I think this is a good example of, you know, just talking about our logos and our jerseys in general and how we can make everything pop the best. So if we're gonna have a big logo dominate the center of the jersey like this, it's gotta dominate it, right? It can't blend into the jersey. And obviously this is blending in with like a dark jersey, white pinstripes, and a really faint gray logo. So I would say maybe first of all, check that you have screened on for your logo. Last year, shiny looked really good. I don't think shiny looks good at all this year. So I would keep it on screen. That'll add a little bit more pop to your logos on your jersey. But also, I think it's got to be like a white logo if we're going to have a black jersey with white pinstripes as well. Like matching the logo on the hat to match the logo on the front of the jersey. The numbering is actually really interesting, how it kind of blends into the logo itself. Like how the font looks like it's combined together. I love that. I would like to see them all be a little bit of a brighter font, like, or brighter color, like white. But the black jerseys and the pinstripes is a really dope look. I really do like that a lot. I would say a little bit of a fainter white lining along the sleeves of the jersey, because the whole focal point of the jersey is that you got pinstripes. You don't really need much else other than that. And then for the home jerseys as well, I think we got to make an effort here to say, do we want the whole jersey to be a cream color, or the whole jersey to be a white color? Because you got pants that are one color, you got a jersey that's another with the hat as well. I do really like the choice to have the numbering the way it is in the front, and the numbering on the side of the jersey as well, on the sleeve. I very rarely don't really like that much, but on this jersey I think it looks pretty good. But we choose to make the whole jersey one color on the home jersey. We choose to make the logo pop a little bit more on the away jersey. And overall, that would be a phenomenal set of uniforms there for Darion. But overall, I would say without that stuff in mind, let's give this like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. But overall, like, fun jerseys for sure. And if you clean that stuff up, it'll become an 8.5 out of 10. But now I want to go into a jersey that does a absolutely terrific job of incorporating pinstripes. White jerseys with pinstripes is one of the best ways, in my opinion, to incorporate pinstripes into your jersey. And this guy, I mean, this guy nailed it. And the message behind why he named his team the Ciudad Monte Sugarcanes is awesome. I love when people like get into stuff like this. But dude, I mean, this is a jersey. Like, you have to understand when you're making pinstripe jerseys that is the focal point of the jersey. Like, it's not add pinstripes and now add a ton of other stuff. It's I'm coming to the field with pinstripes on. Like, when you think of the Yankees, like, look at this. When you think of the Yankees, you think of the pinstripes. There's nothing else that needs to be said. It's that we're coming to the ballpark. We have our pinstripes on. We got our New York Yankees logo and the swoosh, obviously. But like, that's the business, is the pinstripes. And this guy absolutely nails it. And the color schemes are great. I love the unique logo on the hat. The away jerseys could use a little bit more work, though. I feel like it's a very, not very bland. I don't want to be rude and say very bland, but I think going off the home jerseys, I think we should have a little bit of fun with the away jerseys here. Because it's Diamond Dynasty and you got pinstripes of the home jerseys, I think what would be really fun here is taking away the lining down the middle, adding like a 2 or 3 stripe down the sides of the sleeves there, and then adding some really fun striping down the sides of the pants as well. Maybe even add that under like under the armpit kind of striping on the side of the jersey there too. But overall, home jersey 10 out of 10, absolutely. Road jersey 6 out of 10, could use a lot of work, but overall off to a great start. I love these jerseys, man. Now, finishing off the video, I got a friend of the stream, a guy who's been in my Twitch streams for a long time, Incursion. I want to shout him out here. And I want to also talk about a very rare occurrence of having 3 different logos on a jersey work really well, and I want to tell you why that is. He loves Jordan. The logo's small. He's the Knights, so he has a Knights logo on his jersey, and it's also not too big because the Knights actual logo covers the whole chest, and it does so in a really good job. And also with the Knights logo and the jersey as well, he's already got 3 logos on the jersey, so he makes a good understanding of that by not including numbers on the front. The last thing you would want to do is turn this into a billboard, right? Like, you have logos, you have a purpose. That purpose is outlined here, not only in the placement of the logos, but also the lining down the middle. Black outside, gold-ish like Purdue colors on the inside. That matches exactly with the Knights logo, and I love the lining of the gold on the hat as well. Looking at his home jerseys with the former Twin Taylor Rogers, man, I miss him a lot. I think these jerseys remind me of like a travel ball team or like a town ball team, for example, maybe an independent club. But I mean, these are pretty clean jerseys, man. Because one of the things about jerseys is like thinking of what other teams might wear those colors. This is very similar to Vanderbilt jerseys, so Incursion's instilling that in his opponent's mind. And overall, I really like these, man. I mean, these are probably 8.5, 9 out of 10 jerseys out of Incursion for sure. But chat, I want to hear more from you guys. I know I haven't even reacted to nearly half of the submissions that I got. Gonna be posting more videos on this in the future. If you guys like this kind of video, could you please like it and comment that you liked it? I mean, obviously the views and the viewer retention rate will tell me if you guys thought it was interesting. But overall, I appreciate you guys so much for watching the video. New videos that I've never really posted. So we're gonna get back to gameplays and all that in the future. But I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.